welcome to my first review. It's a review about the GEPRC-VX5 from GEPRC. So I've bought this little nice package from Bango.com for around about 46 euros, and my first impression is wow. This is a very nice manufactured frame, and in this video I want to show you some of the details, some parts, and what you can expect from it, some flight footage, and maybe a little bit more. Have fun! One of the striking features in my eyes are those nice eluxated aluminium columns. Here, as you can see, at the bottom, at the top, we have this nice little structure in there, which was maybe pressed at the manufacturing process. So that's very nice because you can handle it without any additional tools. So you can just grab the column and tighten the screws. In my eyes, very nice to have, because sometimes you lose a screw, and when you have additional screws with it, you just can tighten the screws. Another nice feature is the PDB. So here we have an PDB with a side-mounted XT60 connector. So you don't have any cables out from the back or from the side. You just have the connector right on the PDB board. So I've soldered it to the board, and therefore we can just mount the battery, put the plug right on the side, and yeah, it saves mass and it's very nice to handle. As you can see here, the screws at the bottom of the frame are not original screws from GEPRC. These are those black ones here, but I've lost some of the screws in my first flights. Yeah, it's a little bit my fault, and it's a little bit the fault of GEPRC, because they made such a good threads with very high tolerances, and so the screws goes very nice into it. On the other side, with the RMAX 2205 motors, we have lots of power. We have also some vibration, or maybe a lot vibrations, and in fact of that I lose those screws because I doesn't use Loctite. So on my second try I replaced them and covered them with Loctite altogether, so I will be safe for next flights, so don't lose anything. So one tip from my side: always cover the screws with some Loctite or some other glue, so you can't lose them. In my case, as a flight controller, I'm using a Seriously Pro Racing F3 EVO board, which was mounted over the PDB board, and with some rubber spacers here to damp the vibrations from the motors. In addition to damping the vibrations, I use also some nylon dishes between the 4mm carbon arms and the RMAX motors. So we have nice vibration dampening, and the well-known issue from the SP Racing F3 board with the yaw twitching is now eliminated, and that's very good. So from the direction of it, I've chosen the one where I plug the motor cables just behind the FPV cam, and therefore I have the USB adapter at the back, or towards the back of the pod, so I can easily go through those holes here at the LED board. I just stick the cable right in here, and then I can easily access the USB port for programming, flashing, or changing the pits and other setting. That's very cool, and in opposite to other quads, a very big advantage. At the top plate of the GEPRC-VX5 I mounted my receiver. It's an EA6B from FlySky. I've just modified it a little bit so it's smaller, and I just use I only use the iBoss signal, so I can just go right into the FC, and out there we have the antennas from the receiver. I go also through those nice holes here in the LED board. It goes under the quad, and then just in a nice 90-degree angle I mounted the antennas at the arms. Not the best way to do it, but actually I have no other idea to mount it at the quad. An option is to go right out of this hole, but then I have less space for the battery, because at the front I also have an action cam mount, and therefore I need this space here. Maybe someone can do it better, then we're all interested in getting a better solution. On the other side, at the bottom of the frame, I have the VTX, in my case an Eachine VTX. The cables from the camera go to a Medion OSD, and from there to the FC and also to the VTX. One feature that is very nice, you see those little holes here, they are for the zip ties, and as you can see here, I zip tied the adapter for the FPV antenna right at the end of the quad, and therefore you can easily replace an antenna when you crash and it's just a piece of crap. You can just screw it up, I don't know. Just put it away, put a new one on it, and have fun. So that was everything general about the GEPRC. You have very nice manufactured threads in those columns, very nice threads in this extra aluminium CNC manufactured part. You have very nice building quality from the plates from carbon, and one very big advantage is that you have lots of pieces. For instance, some maybe little parts, but they make the difference in opposite to other quads. So you have two of those battery straps with it. You have this his rubber pad which you can stick on the top plate, so your battery don't move when you tighten it up. And the zip ties are within the package, and also the FPV camera mount with all the screws. We have a nice package for less bugs and many fun. So now we go out of the field so that you can see some flight footage and maybe get your own expression or impression of the GEPRC-VX5. Have fun! So boys and girls, we are now out here on a nice green-white meadow to fly a little bit around with the GEPRC-VX5. Here we have it built together, and yes, as you see, it's quite a little bit dirty from some further crashes, but it flies very nice. And now you see something from the air, some live flight footage, and hope you enjoy.
put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air.